Long ago, the three realms of the universe were violently destabilized by a demoness named Mahishi. Her reach was total, and her capacity for destruction left both mortals and deities paralyzed. Mahishi held a specific cosmic boon. She could not be defeated by any ordinary deity, nor could she be struck down by conventional divine weapons. The traditional guardians of the cosmos threw everything they had at her, and every single attempt failed. The gods realized that no single deity could end the conflict. A standard warrior could not turn the tide of this war. The universe required an entirely new category of power, a force of nature that simply didn't exist yet. The solution required intersecting two opposing cosmic forces. Lord Shiva provided the raw, unyielding power of destruction, while Lord Vishnu, taking the form of Mohini, provided the preserving energy of immense grace. The synthesis of these two supreme energies resulted in the birth of a divine infant. From his first breath, this child possessed the capacity to tear the world apart, regulated by an infinite capacity for compassion. Because he was born of this specific duality, the child, who would grow to be known as Ayyappa, became the only theologically viable weapon capable of bypassing Mahishi's invincibility. While hunting near the Pampa River in the deep forests of Pandalam, the local king discovered a radiant infant wearing a golden bell around his neck. Believing the child to be a gift from the heavens, the king adopted him and named him Manikandan. As Manikandan grew, he proved to be an extraordinary prince. He displayed a quiet, supreme confidence, alongside a deep, active empathy for his people, quickly earning the unwavering devotion of the entire kingdom. But popularity breeds jealousy. The queen grew increasingly paranoid that Manikandan would usurp the royal succession from her own biological child. She devised a conspiracy to eliminate him. Feigning a severe illness, she bribed the royal physicians to prescribe a cure that was effectively a death sentence: the fresh milk of a wild, nursing tigress. The queen believed she was securing her political power. In reality, her treachery pushed the prince out of the palace and toward a fate far larger than the Pandalam throne. When presented with the impossible demand, Manikandan displayed no anger or resistance. He simply smiled, accepted the task, and prepared to leave. Alone, he stepped away from the safety of the kingdom and walked deep into the uncharted territories of the dangerous ancient forest. The human court was convinced they had sent a boy on a doomed medical errand, but Manikandan was walking a precise, deliberate path toward his long-awaited war with Mahishi. Deep within the woods, the two forces finally collided. The physical impact of their confrontation caused the mountains to tremble and the earth to crack open. Mahishi fought with the full weight of her strength, but she was outmatched. Manikandan unleashed the pure, divine might he had inherited from Lord Shiva, decisively crushing the demoness. Then Ayyappa withheld the final strike. Rather than finishing a vanquished enemy in rage, he let the violence drop away, replaced by a radiant, unshakable peace. He channeled the grace of Lord Vishnu to lift a centuries-old curse that had trapped Mahishi in her demonic form. He granted her ultimate spiritual liberation, or moksha. Defeating a monster proved his physical power, but his divinity was not defined by his strength. It was proven by the grace he offered next. When Ayyappa finally returned to the Pandalam palace, he emerged from the tree line riding on the back of a wild tiger, accompanied by a whole pack. The royal court instantly recognized that they had been harboring a god. His earthly mission complete, Ayyappa established his eternal presence at Sabarimala. Here, he chose to remain as a permanent guiding force for humanity. Today, that legacy is entirely tangible. Millions of devotees observe strict physical and mental discipline to climb these misty stairs and stand before his shrine. This discipline mirrors Ayyappa's own nature, the necessary strength to face a threat, governed by the compassion to heal it. For more insights into the messages woven through these legends, subscribe to Anjaneya Stories Studio.